Alright, so here's the stock that I have glued up to make the knob. It is about 2 1/4 by 2 1/16 by about 3 1/2. So this is going to give me plenty of extra to turn the knob. The knob is about 1 7/8 in diameter, and it's a lot shorter than this, but you got to make sure that you leave enough to chuck it up down here and still be able to work on the shape. So this is going to be the knob. Now I'm just going to kind of get some of these edges off of here, and then we'll go chuck it up in the lathe and get turning. Okay, so just a little quick tip here. Draw a line from corner to corner to get your center point, so that if you bring the tailstock up in here, you can put it right there and know that it's running true. Just a quick little tip to make sure you get it nice and in the middle. Alright, so the first step is really just going to be knocking these corners off and getting it round, and then I'll start working the shape. Alright, so you can see we got it pretty close to round. Getting some tear out there. Not too bad though. I'm just going to use the smaller little spindle gouge to get all the way up in here. You can see that I marked how tall the knob needs to be, top to bottom, by this line right here. So I need to have that all the way down to round. So we still got a little, still flat right there in the middle, so it's slightly out of center. Not too bad though, because I can feel this side is round and this side is not, so we got a little bit more to take it down. So we're just going to keep going. Alright, let's see how close we are now. Round. Alright, so we're good for round. We can go ahead and start shaping now. Let me just kind of give myself some guidelines here, so we know the taper is going to start about adjust my tool rest here. pretty decent shape there. It's pretty close. Let me use the old calipers. Let's see. Okay, so I had to bring the tailstock in because you could hear it kind of chattering in there probably, just because it was deflecting out here on the end. So I just brought the tailstock in and got it set up nice. Don't really like how loose that is. So that's just going to give me a little bit more rigidity out here on the end. And then once I get this shape right here done, I'm just going to come and round this off more on the end, and then it'll be ready to be drilled. Okay, so I got the shape finalized here, how I like it. It's going to feel good in my hand. It's pretty close to the original, you can see here. So I'm just going to sand this on the lathe, and then just take a saw and cut it off down here where it needs to be, and then I'll take it over to the drill press and we'll drill some holes. Alright, we're going to finish this up. Some more Danish oil. I just got it sanded down to 1,000, just like the handle, or the tote, if you want to be correct terminology. So let's see this. Oh, yes, please. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Love it. Alright, so I just put a coat of wax on here and let it dry. Now I'm just going to turn the lathe on and use this little piece of a t-shirt to buff that wax off. Beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna put another coat of wax on and then do the same thing, and then we'll go drill it. Alright, so now I'm just gonna take my little dovetail saw and trim it off right down here. And there you have it. There's your knob. Very cool. Looks like a knob to me. And if it's not perfectly flat this way, you can just, if you have a belt sander, you can sand that off, or you can sand it by hand, just to make sure that it fits nice and flat. So let's go drill the holes. Alright, so I'm about to drill this 4/0 bit hole to recess the bottom. And I'm using this little center finder here. If you don't have a center finder, I would highly recommend getting a center finder. You'll use it a lot more than you think you would. And what you do is it's just a 90-degree angle here, and you put your circle up in there, and then you can draw a line, turn your piece, draw another line, turn it, draw another line, and then where all those lines cross, that's where your center is. So I'm just going to go ahead and drill this hole here right in the middle. Maybe, I don't know, not quite a ½ inch deep. It's just got to fit over the little knob on the plane. So we're going to drill this hole first, then we're going to come back in and drill our big hole for the little brass screw to fit down into, and then we're going to drill our through hole all the way through. So let's get started. Love those little shavings. I'm gonna go test this real quick. Still got about 3/16 or so. Should be plenty. Give it another test fit. Perfect fit. Show you how I'm fitting it. So it's got to have a recess to fit over this little knob part right here. So now that fits all the way down and sits flush on the base. So next we're going to drill our holes in the top and then get them put on. Okay, now I want this depth of this hole to be pretty precise because I want this brass screw to fit as flush as it can on the top. I don't really want it sitting proud of the top, and I don't want it sitting flat or sub-flush of the top. So I've just kind of measured it here. Go ahead and lock down my calipers. So as I drill, I'll be able to use the depth side of this to see where I'm at. Slightly off center, but that's not a big deal. We're about halfway there. About another just over a 1/16 to go, so we'll just go real easy on this. Going to try to sneak up on that. And if it sits a little bit sub-flush, that's okay. It's not a huge deal. And that is very, very close there. We got about a 64th left maybe. We're just going to go down and touch the bottom. pretty good there. So I tried to size that so that it's just, so you can see it's going to be just sub flush of that, which is fine. I'm happy with that. I think it's going to look really nice. So now we're going to drill our through hole through the whole thing, and then we'll be finished. So I've already got my other drill bit sized correctly. Just pop it in here. Okay. Maybe raise up my table here a little bit. Okay, and there we have it. Hole all the way through. Ready to do a test fit. Alright, here we go. Test fit. Pop her down on there. Pop this guy in. Get the old screwdriver. There she sits. What a beauty. What a beauty. Zoom out so y'all can see the whole plane here. See how it looks together. I think that has a very, very cool look to it. It's definitely unique. I've never seen a plane with any kind of custom knobs and totes like this. Maybe I'll start a revolution of people building their own custom totes and knobs for their planes. I think that'd be really cool. So if anybody that watches this makes a cool tote and knob combination for their plane, let me know and I'll check your video out. I'd like to see what other kind of combinations and stuff people come up with. I think it'll be really, really cool to see. So hope y'all enjoyed this little two-part video series making this knob and tote for the plane. Hopefully got you inspired, got you wanting to go out and make one for yourself if you have a plane. And be sure to stick around for more videos. More coming. I'm on my internet fast right now when I make this video. It's like the 5th or 6th of January. So can't wait to be back. Just really digging in, working on stuff, working on myself. And yeah, so see y'all in the next video. The maiden voyage with the new handle or knob and tote. Ooh, yes please. Look at this nice shaving. Just look at those beautiful, beautiful shavings. This just goes to show that you don't have to spend a lot of money on a super fancy new hand plane. You can buy an old hand plane for $70 off of eBay and get it cutting very, very good, and have a tool for life. So it's an analogy for something greater, I believe, that anybody can be used. Nobody is too gone, too lost, too used up. to be used. So don't give up on yourself, people. If you're feeling down watching this, don't give up on yourself. Have faith, and you're gonna make it. So thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one.